it's Manga Show here, and today I'm back with another video. And this week I decided to do a July reading vlog, or like all the manga I've purchased and I've read in July, including some manga that I don't have a physical copy of, but ones that I have read online. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go over all the manga that I got, talk about them, and yeah, so let's get started with the video. With the volume that I got of Komi Can't Communicate, I know you guys just saw those two clips. I did open two different Komi Communicate Volume 5s because I ordered two. Now let me explain the story. So I'm not really that picky when it comes to like damaged manga. If it has like a little very small like tear that you can't really notice like right away, then like that's like fine. It doesn't like really bother me. But when a book has holes in the cover, that's not so fun to have. So I originally bought volume 5 and I got it from Amazon, and usually like with my Amazon orders I never have a problem with the manga I get on there. Like I got half of my Hatsuharu collection from Amazon, and none of them had any issues, no rips, no tears, no nothing, and the spines were good and everything was good about Hatsuharu. But for some reason, when I ordered from Amazon for Komi Can't Communicate, I just got a bunch of holes. And I paid, like, this book was probably like $9.99, but then I paid like for shipping, so it was like almost $17 for just one. It was like 16 something. And you know, it might not seem like a lot of money for a lot of people, but manga, if I go to the bookstore, it's like $10 or like $9.99, or sometimes on other stores it can be even cheaper than that. So I was kind of annoyed when I did get a volume that was kind of messed up after I paid almost $17 for. And it's not like a little mess up, like in the pages, if you can see, like right here, there's like holes. And you know, I don't really get upset about stuff, but it kind of did make me a little bit disappointed. And there's also like a dent in the front and like scratches, and I don't know, you can just tell this wasn't handled correctly. So I was a little bit disappointed with this order, but you know what, Amazon handled it like very well. I just put in a replacement order and it was for free. They said they'll give me another one for free, so I just got this one today, and that's the video you just saw me unboxing another Komi Can't Communicate, because I ordered another one and this one was for free because obviously this was damaged upon arrival. But I just wanted to vent real quick, or rant about what happened with my order. Besides that, I was pretty happy with this. And I do have, this is like an extra one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because now I have two, and they said I can keep it. I don't have to return it back. So I don't know if you guys like want a volume 5. I mean, it does have holes in it, so if you're like picky about it, then just, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it, because if you guys want it, let me know. Yeah, so if it's in US, maybe I can like ship it out and probably like ask for like $5 to like just ship it out or whatever. If you guys want this volume 5. If not, I really don't care, because this is going to be sitting on my shelf somewhere, because I don't like, it's not that it's horrible, but that like messed me up, and I wanted a nice new version where it's like good and there's no problems with it. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want this volume. I'll see how much shipping is, and if it's like really cheap, I'll just like send it to you for free, because like I don't want a double of something that I already have. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll continue the video now. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the volumes that I have multiple of that I got in July. So my first series I got was One Punch Man. Everyone knows One Punch Man is. I've gone over this multiple times on my channel because it probably is one of my favorite mangas I've read in a while. Basically a series where this guy named Saitama is super strong, and he lives in a world where there's like a bunch of monsters and heroes, and he can basically hurt or kill somebody with just one punch. So it just follows him, and it follows a bunch of other heroes, like in these photos, and just them defeating monsters and him trying to find a monster that's actually powerful enough where he actually has to try and fight them versus him just hitting them one time and then like instantly dying because he's just overpowered. But this series is really good. It really focuses on the side characters, and I've read 19 to 22, so I'm all caught up, I think. There's the volume 23 should be coming out later this year. But besides that, I'm caught up with One Punch Man. I'm so excited because I finished the anime like a couple months ago. And so I was like, I wanted to see the story. I wanted to continue the story so bad. So I picked up the manga. My brother has some of the other volumes. But yeah, so I'm caught up with One Punch Man right now. It is honestly a great series. Definitely recommend it if you guys like a lot of action, because it is very action-packed, and it's also kind of funny. And the manga itself, I love the art in it. It's so beautiful. The story's really good, and it really gives light on a bunch of these like side characters. So it's not always just Saitama. It's there's another guy named Garo that I've talked about so many times. And yeah, it's just really good. I absolutely adore the covers on this series. They're so colorful, and I love them. And I think I talked about it before, but some of them like match. So like these covers match, and the front covers match. Put them together. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. I found about this manga. I kind of like that. So I got One Punch Man. Really good series. Definitely recommend it. Definitely one of my top reads this month because honestly the story is just so good. The next series I had volume 2, 3, and 4 of An Incurable Case of Love. I got volume 1 I think in June. So I got the other 3 volumes this month. I think there's about 7 or 6 out right now. I don't know for sure. But I only did like 2 Barnes & Noble shops this month in like the same week. I do have all 3 of these volumes. If you guys don't know what the story is about, I've talked about it a couple times, but it's about this girl who meets this doctor that's she sees someone that's in pain, and like I think they're having like a heart attack, I can't remember. And she's like, oh my god, is anyone a doctor? This cute guy comes out of nowhere, he's like, oh, I'm a doctor, and he saves the person's life and like gets them to an ambulance and everything like that. And she falls in love with him, like just because how kind and how cute he is, I guess. And so that pushes her to become like a nurse and kind of work where he works. And so she ends up becoming a nurse in training, and she gets trained under him, and she finds out that he's actually not as kind and sweet as she thought he was. So it's just their relationship, and it's how they this whole story is just based on like their whole relationship, and her always bothering him being annoyed by everything and everyone. Even all the nurses in his hospital are all like scared of him because he's always just so moody, and they call him like the Dark Lord and everything. It's really stupid, but this series is really cute. I really am loving the romance between these two. Volume 4 really showed their relationship. It's really good. And this book is rated mature, so just a little warning. But I think if you're like 15, 16, you could read this. It's fine. It's nothing, I mean, Volume 4 was a little bit, no, I wouldn't say explicit, but it was just really good. So yeah, this series is really good. Definitely recommend you guys reading this if you guys like romance. Really cute story, and there is a lot of realistic elements with healthcare in here. The mental toll it takes on becoming a nurse or a doctor. So it has a lot of realistic elements as well. So yeah, the series is very good. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, let's go to the next one. So the next series I got was Star-Crossed, which is like such a cute story. I need to get multiple like I'm definitely going to be getting more volumes when they come out with more. But this series is so cute. Like the cover caught my eye because it was so colorful. This story is basically about this idol named Chica, and he is in a boy band. This girl is a very big fan of the whole group, but she especially likes Chica. She goes to his concert one day, and one of the lights on the stage are loose, and they're about to fall on Chica, and she runs onto the stage and gets hit by it. She tries to get hit by it instead so he doesn't get hit by it and get hurt. But they both end up getting hit by it, and they actually like die. And then they meet God, and God's like, oh, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to kill you off so fast. That was a problem. One of our angels like messed up. We don't know why you died like that. We'll send you back. So God sends them back, and when they get sent back, they switch bodies. So he's in her body and she's in his body, and they have to basically figure out how they're gonna live like that until God can fix it. I showed in my other manga haul that God, in this series, he sent a note saying, oh, my bad, I don't know why you guys switched, we gotta figure out this whole problem, so just deal with it for now. And I thought that was so funny. I was like, what are the odds? It was just so stupid. But this story is really, really cute, and I really am loving, like, Chika. Like, he is such a funny, like, character, and her, when he's in his body, it's, like, so weird. And they have to, like, deal with a lot of circumstances that, or situations that happen, and then they're in each other's bodies, so it's kind of like odd, but it's a really funny story and it's really cute, and I really am enjoying this. And I think this is the same creator of, it says before, Kiss Him Not Me. Yeah, so far in these 2 volumes, the Kiss Him Not Me, the creator, I think they put like little parts at the end that are from Kiss Him Not Me. So if you've read the manga for Kiss Him Not Me or watched the anime, they do like little like a little small like story or little chapter of Kiss Him Not Me at the end. So far these 2 mangas have it, these 2 volumes, and I think it's really cute because honestly I want more Kiss Him Not Me. I want to see the relationship at the end with those 2 and see more what happened. But yeah, this story is really good, really cute, definitely recommend it. I'm gonna say I definitely recommend all of these manga because I have such good taste. The next one I have is A School Frozen in Time. School Frozen in Time, really interesting. I read the first one and I absolutely was like, whoa, this is confusing and I need to know more. So I picked up the 2nd volume recently and I need more volumes because I am so confused. Like, not in a bad way. I'm just like interested. Like, how the heck is this happening? Like, how were they like stuck in this school? They can't get out. Like, once you're in, you can't get out. Time's frozen and then time unfreezes sometimes. Some of these kids are going missing in the school, and there was like this like suicide that happened a couple months prior before they all went to school. And it's like a group of friends that went to that school, and there was a suicide, and they went to school a couple months later and they are not remembering who committed the suicide and how, like, who the person was and how it happened. So they were like suspicious, like, what if one of us committed suicide and one of us were the ones that did that, and we're stuck and frozen in time in the school because we're forgetting about that person, and maybe one of us are the reason why they did that. And so it's like all these different characters, you're going to their backstories and you're like trying to figure out who did it, like who killed themselves, and like it's one of them that are in the school, but it's like so hard to like know which one. So I'm definitely picking up more because I definitely want to know who did it. It's just, the story is just so interesting to me, and I really want to get to the bottom of like who did it and why and how the whole frozen, like the time like stopping works and everything. But yeah, it's a really good story, definitely recommend it. It's very interesting. And I think there's only 4 volumes, so it's completed. So I'm gonna find out soon who did it, or maybe it's a plot twist and nobody did it, I don't know. Next series I got, well, this is my last series of multiple volumes. I got The King's Beast. This is such a good series. Oh my god. I'm definitely going to be getting more of this when they come out more. I'm like so annoyed because I really want to keep reading, but there's not that many volumes out, so I have to wait. This series is basically about this girl, and there's in this world there's people that are like kind of like animal people. Basically there's a world where there's humans and there's like these beast people, and the beast people are discriminated against, segregated, and used as slaves. The women usually cook, clean, and do other things, or like prostitution and stuff, and the men go out and become servants for kings and princes. So this girl, her, when they were younger, there's like this training thing that all the beast servants have to go through to see if they can become a beast servant for a king or a prince, or if they're better off cooking, cleaning, or becoming a prostitute or something like that. Her and her brother go through this training when they're younger, but her brother is very talented, so her brother got picked to become a beast servant, so they got separated at a young age. Later, she finds out that her brother actually died because her beast servant, like, the king killed her brother. So she like tried to like look like a boy so she changed her identity and changed the way she looked so she could look like a boy and become a beast servant for the same prince to find out exactly what happened to her brother and why he was killed. And she meets this prince, and this is the prince that supposedly killed her brother, and he is so sweet. She is just trying to get to the bottom of why and how her brother was killed, and she wants to like kind of like change society too, with the whole beast thing being like slaves and everything, and he's kind of for it. Like, he's on the B-side, so it kind of makes you feel like, did you really kill my brother, or was it someone else or something? And I don't want to spoil for anything, so I'm not going to say if it was or was not, but this story is really, really good, and it kind of reminds me of Mulan. I mean, the story's completely different, but just like the you know, changing, making you look like the opposite gender to try to get into this thing to find out more information. Like Mulan did that to substitute her father going into the military, I think, because he was like hurt and or sick. It kind of reminds me of it. And this story is really, really good, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. And when I first saw this, I literally thought this was a boy, so she did a really good job. I was like, oh my god, it's a pretty boy, but I was like, no, it's a girl. And I was like, okay. And I love all the other characters in here. They're just really good. He's kind of annoying, but I love him. I love all of them. But yeah, the art is really, really pretty, and I really am liking the story, and I can't wait to see more. And the covers are just immaculate. So now we're gonna go on to my volume ones. So for my volume ones, I got A Sign of Affection, which is basically about this girl who is deaf. She meets this guy on a train, and he realizes that she can't hear, because I think there was someone that was bothering her. Oh yeah, he was, this guy was like trying to talk to her, and like she was like, I'm sorry, I can't hear. And then he was like, oh, you're deaf. And he was like very, I don't know why he was like very interested in that, but he was like, oh, okay. And then they start talking, and they realize that they actually go to the same college or university. And one of her friends actually is in a class with him. So then they become friends, and he becomes very interested in her because he wants to kind of learn sign language, and that's what she uses to communicate because she can't really hear. So yeah, it's just about their relationship and her trying to get close to him because she's kind of developing a crush on him. He likes learning new things, so he like travels and learns a bunch of different languages and cultures, and he's very interested in it. So he wants to kind of know more about her and more about the deaf community, and wants to learn how to use sign language. So I think it's a really cute and interesting story, and I really love the cover for this. And I know there's another volume out too, I think, so I'm definitely be picking up more. It's a really cute story. Next story I got was Jujutsu Kaisen. This story is just, oh my god, the art, I love the art in here. It's so like unique, and I really, really am enjoying this series so far. I'm already caught up with the manga. I think right now the manga is like kind of like on a hiatus. I don't know when it will come back, but I think it's been on a hiatus for like about a month now, or maybe a little over a month. I can't, like a couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm all caught up with the manga, but I'm getting like physical copies because this is definitely like my like top 5 favorite manga so far. I really enjoyed the anime when it came out in, I think, was it October or November of last year? So I really enjoyed the anime. I was like, oh my god, I gotta keep continuing this. What happened next? So I already passed like the second arc that's gonna be for season 2, and the second arc, oh my god, guys, like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that arc, the Shibuya arc, that kind of killed me a little bit, but it was really, really good, and I can't wait to see all the new fight scenes. And it's just, this series is really good. I'm loving all the characters, and like I'm just loving the characters. Like, so far my favorite characters, like my favorite guy character is Itadori. You know, how you not gonna like the MC, bro? I know everyone likes Gojo, but come on, Itadori. And then my favorite girl character right now is Maki. She is just so badass. Like, if you guys catch up with the manga, oh my god, like in the recent chapters, she goes hard, bro. She was always strong, but like she really popped off in the recent chapters. So I definitely recommend reading the manga because, I don't know, the story is just getting better and better. Really recommend it. I'm definitely going to be getting more copies because I reread the story so many times already. So I was like, let me just get a copy so I can keep rereading it and not have to go online. Because I don't know, for like reading a book feels more like authentic than going online and reading digitally. Another book I got was A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, and this book is so funny. I want to see an anime of this so bad. Like, I'm definitely gonna be picking up more. This series is so funny, and it's about this like human guy who gets a job as a teacher, and he doesn't know that he applied for like a ghoul school, which I don't know how you don't know that, but anyways, he goes to the school and he's like seeing all these monsters. He's like, what the hell, where am I? Like, he starts like freaking out and getting all scared, and he's like a very nervous, shy, and timid guy. He gets bullied by like 5-year-olds, like, and he like cries. So he goes to this school full of like these monsters and ghouls, and he becomes a teacher there, and he has to kind of like get used to all these like monsters, and he's starting to really care for his class, and he's trying his best to understand them. And it's just basically about him becoming a teacher and understanding all these different ghouls, and you know, learning to accept that there's ghouls in this world. And yeah, it's really good. Honestly, it's a really funny series. There's a lot of parts in here that I would love to see animated so bad. Like, I really want to see this turn into an anime. But yeah, I definitely recommend this series. It's really, really good. It's really funny, and I really love it so much. It's so good. So the next series I got was Undead Unluck Volume 2. I already have the first volume. This series like caught my eye. I was in the Barnes & Noble like in June, and I got the first volume, and I loved it. Oh my god, the fighting is really good in here. I'm loving the characters, and the story's interesting. It's about this girl who, I guess like some people have like these like powers, and her power is called Unluck. So she basically, anyone that touches her skin, she gives them bad luck. So they either die or they get really hurt or something bad happens to them. So in the beginning, she's going to commit suicide because she's like, oh, I'm a burden to everyone that like touches me or is near me, so I'm just gonna kill myself so no one else has to be in pain or dies when they're by me. So she's about to kill herself, and this guy like is about to save her because he's like, oh my god, don't kill yourself, bro. Like, why you got to do that? Oh, by the way, I switched to my phone because my camera died, so I have to use my phone. My phone is better quality, but I don't have a lot of storage. That's why I'm really record on there. But basically, Andy, he can't die. He's undead. Every time he's like Bond from Seven Deadly Sins, like in the earlier seasons where he was immortal. So every time someone tries to kill him, he like kind of regenerates really fast, and he doesn't die. And he wants to die because he's been living for so many years. He's like, I'm tired of Earth. I want to die. So he asks her. He's like, hey, can you like kill me? And like, I want to figure out a way if you can like kill me and stuff. So they come together, and she's like, okay, maybe I won't kill myself. I'll just kill myself after I kill him because he wants to die. So he tries to like hug her and everything and touch her so he can die, and it's like not working. So he's trying to figure out the strongest way that she can kill him, because it depends on how much you touch her. If you like tap her, you'll probably like a knife will come out of somewhere, just stab you. But if you like hug her, a whole like meteor will come out and like crush you. So it depends on how much you touch her. So it kind of gets a little bit explicit with some parts. Like it's rated teen. It's not really mature, but he's like, hey, if I like, bang you or whatever, maybe I will die, because that's like, because he thinks that like, if she cares about the person that's about to touch her, then it will make an even bigger like death. So that's what he thinks. So he's like trying to get close to her so they can like, and then he can die. So that's the whole story. I thought it was very interesting, kind of funny. And yeah, definitely recommend it. It's definitely a really, really good action if you like action, and the art is very good. So definitely recommend this for you guys. Next, Komi Can't Communicate Volume 5. Oh my god, I've been waiting to get Volume 5 forever. If you don't know Komi Can't Communicate, it is a very cute and wholesome, well, some parts are wholesome, but it's very cute manga. It's about a girl named Komi who has like a communication disorder. So she doesn't really like socialize or talk, but she really wants to. And she gets really nervous, she gets like anxious, shaky, and just doesn't really talk to anybody. Not even her mom really. She doesn't really say words. But she meets this guy in her classroom that's there after school, and they like have a little chat. Like she's writing on a chalkboard, and they're like talking, and he's actually like really easy to talk to, and he makes her feel very comfortable, and they become very good friends. So Komi wants to make more friends like him, and he's like, okay, I'll help you. Let's get you 100 friends by the end of this school year. This whole story is basically about her and him trying to get a bunch of friends for her so she can make 100 friends. And this story is honestly so, oh my god, it's so cute. I honestly love Komi, and they're actually making an anime for this, and I'm so excited to watch it because the anime like matches the art style so well, and I'm so excited because she is so pretty, and I can't wait for Tadano, which is the guy, to be in here. This is a really cute series, definitely recommend it. Anyone of any age can read it, honestly. So the last manga I got was Mermaid Boys, and this was something I wanted to get like last month, but I saw it at Barnes & Noble, the first volume. I was like, oh my god, let me get that. But I'm like, you know what, wait, I'll get it next time I come to Barnes & Noble. So the next time I went to Barnes & Noble, they didn't have it. And then I went again, and they didn't have it. And then I went again, and they didn't have it. So I was like, oh my god, I just have to order it. I'm not waiting to get this in stock. I'm just going to order it, do fast shipping, and just get it fast so I can read it. Because the cover caught my eye. And then I read the back, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this. So it's about this guy named Naru. He's the prince of the sea, and he falls in love with this human girl that he sees on the shore. And he wants to become human, but you know, merman and mermaids cannot go above the water. And he does, and he gets caught by his parents, which are the king and queen. So the king and queen sent him to jail in like the sea. He has to stay there for a very long time because he broke the rules. He went above sea to try and see a human girl that he saw. And so there's like this snake guy that comes in, and he's like, he reminds me of like Ursula. He's like, oh my god, I'll give you legs, you can become human if you give me something in return. Kind of like reminds me of Ariel, but like the boy version. But yeah, so he basically trades his good looks for a pair of human legs, and the snake says you have to fall in love, or you have to get the girl that you want to fall in love with you within a year, or else you'll turn to sea foam and you'll lose your legs and you're gonna die basically. He's fine with that because he honestly loves the girl so much. He's like, yeah, I can do it. And eventually he meets her, and a lot of stuff happens, like a lot of stuff. And it's really funny because he does not know a lot of stuff about the human world, so he has to like kind of learn as he goes, and like she helps him, and she kind of like takes him in because he gets washed up on the shore and he's like naked, and she's like, oh my god, what the heck. But she takes him in and they become like kind of like friends and stuff. He like really likes her, and I think she's like kind of starting to like him. I don't know for sure, but I think she's kind of starting to like him. But it's really cute. So this is what he looked like before. Like he looked like this, and now he looks like this as a human. So he was 21 here, but then he got turned into a 15-year-old body here, and that's the girl that he likes. So it's a really cute story. Definitely love the art. Definitely love the cover. The cover caught my eyes so much. I love it. And I'm definitely going to be picking up more volumes. So yeah, definitely. I said definitely like 5 million times. It's just really good. Definitely recommend it. Okay, so I kind of forgot to go over this, but the only digital manga I read this month was Tokyo Manjin Gang, or Tokyo Adventures, which is basically a story about this guy named Takemichi. He's watching TV one day, and he sees that his ex-girlfriend from middle school is killed in a car accident or car crash that was caused by this gang called Toman. And so he wants to, like, he is so confused, like, how did that happen? Like, and he's like so distraught, and he's walking around the city that he's in, and he's like in the subway, and someone pushes him into the tracks where the train is, and the train is like gonna kill him, and he wakes up in a hospital bed, and Naoto, which is his ex-girlfriend's little brother, actually saved him from getting killed from the train. And basically, I can't remember the beginning part, but I know that Takemichi is kind of able to go back in time. So when he shakes Naoto's hand, he goes back in time exactly like 12 years from the day that he's in. So in the present, whatever day it was, exactly 12 years that day, he goes back in time. So basically, Naoto is a policeman, or like a detective now, and he wants to figure out what the gang has to do with Hina, his big sister, and how to stop her death. Now, Takemichi is kind of like a pawn for Naoto to use, since he can go back in time, and he can kind of change the events from happening in the future and prevent Hina's death and other people's deaths as well, or other problems that also occur within that gang that he has to kind of cross paths with to prevent Hina from dying in the future. So it's like a really interesting, very interesting manga. It's very good. There is an anime out right now. It's currently airing. I believe there's like 17 episodes now. But it's really good. I definitely recommend you guys like all watching the anime and reading the manga. I'm so far in the manga already. And I think it's like 216 chapters right now, and 20 something volumes, and it's really good. Definitely recommend it. Some stuff just happened with some of my favorite characters, and I was kind of mad about it, but it's okay because I literally love everybody in there. Yeah, that's like the only manga I read digitally this week, or this month of July, and you guys should read the manga. It's very well done, and it's very good, and it leaves you guessing every single time he comes back in time. Things kind of go right, but then they also get worse. Like, it just depends. It's really good. キラだから
「
Hey guys, it's Manga Show here. I didn't really do an outro for this video, but I just want to let you guys know video's over. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And make sure to leave down in the comments down below any anime or manga recommendations you guys have for me, because I like looking at my comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!